In high school, many teachers make statements about how college life is so much different from high school. Some of these comments are true, such as your ability to create your own schedule. Other comments, however, are incorrect and scare even the most dedicated students into wondering, how will I ever survive college? Seeing this, I realized I needed to fix these errors before it was too late. The ideas that college professors only care about you as a statistic and that they do not want to hear your questions are complete myths, as professors care about who you are and want you to ask questions to them. After years of hearing these myths, I was concerned that college professors would only view me as numbers. I was expecting to find that they only wanted to know my test score average. Luckily, however, I found the exact opposite at West Virginia University. Starting college, I believed that my professors would only care about my test scores, as that is what told them if their teaching was effective. This was proven incorrect, however, by several of my professors at WVU wanting to know more about me as a person. Initially, I was afraid to go to my teacher's office hours, as I felt I was bothering them with excess questions. I soon needed help with the actual content, though, so I went anyway. I was pleasantly surprised when my professors not only happily answered all of my questions, but wanted to know things about me, like my name, my major, where I was from, and my life plan. This was not exclusive to one of my professors either, as my chemistry, calculus, and biology professors all asked me these questions. Their genuine interest in me proved that I was more than just my test score to them. I was a person instead. Beyond this curiosity about their students, some professors actually become friends with their classes. My calculus teacher, for example, would sit in our class before she started teaching and offer us advice on everything from academics to health problems to social issues. This was really helpful for us because we were a bunch of crazy freshmen who really needed a mother figure to guide us, and she was exactly that for us. Even to this day, now that we're out of her class, she will stop us in the hallway and talk to us and address us by name because we were more than just students to her. We were more than test scores. We were people. This is not limited to just her, however, proving that professors really see their students as more than just numbers. Beyond finding that professors view students as more than just statistics, I discovered that professors also desire for us to ask questions during class and at other times, a point made specifically by my biology teacher when he refused to continue his lecture without being asked a question. As the student in high school who asked 15 questions an hour to their teachers, I was told that my college professors would not want to hear my questions. Thus, I was excited when my professors began to beg for questions in college. The first day of biology class, my professor read through his syllabus, which said within one paragraph twice, bolded and underlined, that he wanted us to ask him questions during class. This statement made me overjoyed, but I was still a little wary of actually asking him anything for fear that he would not follow through on this statement. Later that week, though, he demonstrated that he really wanted those questions from his class during lecture, as he would stand in front of our entire lecture hall for 3 to 5 minutes, refusing to move on before he was asked a question to make sure that we understood the content. This taught me that asking questions in class was something that professors enjoyed, especially as other professors in other departments followed similar structures in their class and wanted students to actually ask questions. Beyond being afraid to ask questions in lecture, I was a little scared to bother my professors during their office hours with more questions. On one hand, I felt like only the dumb kids needed more explanation. On the other hand, I felt that my professors wouldn't want to deal with extension questions. I was wrong in both regards. Professors not only want you to come to their office hours to ask questions, but they love answering them and they admire the fact that students realize they need help. Moreover, they use these questions to help guide their review sessions, helping everybody in general when they realize that people are struggling with this particular topic. Together, these points demonstrate that professors want you to come see them during their office hours and to ask them questions. Despite being afraid of being just another statistic in college or never being allowed to ask questions, I have found that college professors not only want to know you, but want to know your questions too. Although high school teachers do tell some truths about college life, some of the things that they say are myths that only scare students. The idea that you are nothing but a percentile and that your questions don't matter is a falsehood in college. Thus, kick the fear these myths have created out of your mind and enjoy the exciting world of college.